At the time of this recording, Silksong has been out for just a couple of days. But despite that, people have already taken it upon themselves to push the boundaries of how fast you can go. Along that way, some crack players have already discovered interesting strats and a route that surprised me so much that I could not cover it. So I decided to showcase the great run Blues are had and how it showcases the Silksong route greatly. This is Speedsong. Disclaimer: all the footage I'm about to show you is taken from Blues R's YouTube channel and is purely to showcase the route and the strats runners use, so please go to Blues' channel and watch the run fully and after some of his highly produced videos, as he has a great YouTube channel. Now, context. So, let's quickly figure out what we need to beat Silksong. First, we have to get the 3 movement abilities that are required to beat the game, that are Swift Step, Cloak Drifter, Zip Needle and Wall Jump. And lastly, we need to have the needle in to play the melody that is needed to fight the second place and after get to the Grand Silk Mother. With that knowledge, let's take a look at Blues' run. Starting the run, we notice that the runner is immediately slashing down to move faster. Looking at the Moss Grotto, it shares a lot of similarities to the King's Pass on Hollowknight, as it's also a very linear platforming section, which makes it really hard to save time. It basically comes down to the first fight, the Moss Mother. The runner's goal in this fight is to try and keep the Moss Mother close enough to be slashing the needle at full speed. Blue achieves this by kinda manipulating the Moss Mother to stay on the right side of the arena. After that fight, the runner just tries to move throughout the bone bottom by downslashing as fast as possible. Entering the Marrow, Blue goes the intended route and just tries to navigate this little platforming section fast and efficient. But instead of finishing the hallway the intended way, we make the first real skip of the run by luring that beast fly to the top of this room and poking off it to reach the room you first encounter Chakra in. This basically skips the whole arena that you need to defeat to open the door for Sherma and the entire platforming section that comes after that point. From here, he picks up a relic on the far left of the top of Moss Grotto. Moving on from that, he just makes his way to the Silk Spear and after tries to kill the Bell Beast as fast as possible and picking up the first Silk Heart. After defeating the Bell Beast, he makes his way through the Marrow to the Deep Docks, where he will perform the second pogo off an enemy in the room where the stack station is. He hits the enemy to the left and makes his way up to the last platform. Then he drops down one more time to the right platform and pogos off the enemy's head to reach a ledge you need to get to the Swift Step. After that, he fights the little ant arena and from there just goes and picks up the Swift Step. At this point, he only needs a cloak to progress to Greymore. So he makes his way to the first lace fight and makes quick work of her while trying to play as aggressive as possible. After that, we just progress through the far fields as fast and efficient as possible, getting to the Silk Stress or something, I don't know her name actually, but you know where she is. She gives Blue the quest to acquire the cloak. For that, there is no real strat. Just try to get the item fast, type beat. But after acquiring the cloak, we get one of the sickest skips I have seen yet, skipping the entirety of the 4th chorus boss fight, by dashing to the left, healing in the air, cloaking and then dashing again to reach a ledge that you wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. After getting the cloak, Blue makes his way up to Greymore, through the far fields, but before we pick up the protection bell, which will give you protection while binding. Now, in Greymore, just speed in the direction of the mowing fight, taking out the little enemy arena on the way and keeping up the fast pace climbing the towers and all the platforming sections. From there, Blue just goes and fights the mowing, which some players consider a really tough boss fight. Blue just tries to stay as aggressive as usual from the beginning. He gets hit once but makes quick work of the boss fight and soon after enters Bellheart. From Bellheart we continue into Shellwood, and Blue tries to make quick work of the platforming section in this area, already navigating it really fast and efficient. Getting through the first platforming section, there is another enemy arena and after comes the second platforming section, which Blue will make quick work of as well. Getting him into a room where he has to perform one of the first really difficult skips. By taunting one of the flying enemies, that's an ability that's now available in Silksong, you're able to aggro one of the enemies on the left, luring it into this little hallway and then poking off of it, whereas you'd usually have to have a wall jump to climb up. This skips the entire Sister Splinter fight and gives him quick access to the wall jump ability. Getting the wall jump, Blue makes his way to the secret entrance into Belhard to fight the Widow and acquire the Needle, which you will utilize sooner than you might think, so just keep that in mind. For the Widow fight, there's no real strats here. Blue just tries to play this fight as fast as possible without getting hit, and he acquires the Needle roughly around 28 minutes into the run. Defeating the Widow, he goes and upgrades the Snail once, which will happen one more time this run. After that, he will go and sell the relic to acquire some rosaries, and after goes to buy the bell stack in Belhard. Coming up is what threw me off the most when I watched the run for the first time. Instead of going towards the last judge, which is to be expected, we run off into a whole different direction, backtracking through Greymore to get to the Sinner's Road. From the Sinner's Road we go to a secret area by breaking a wall at the top left of Sinner's Road. The Mist is an area that is built like a labyrinth and you have to find the right way to get out. And at the same time it's a secret way to the Citadel. But remember how I told you to keep the usage of the Needle in mind? In this area you find your way out by finding some butterflies and then playing your needle to make the butterflies lead to the exit load. That is the right one, but that would be too easy, so Team Cherry placed some new enemies in this area, the Wisps. These enemies dash at you and just try to be annoying while navigating this labyrinth. When hit by them, you immediately lose 2 masks, and by the way, they're super tanky as well. But disregarding all that, Blue makes his way through the mist and gets to the exhaust organ is a secret area that hides the hidden boss and the hidden way to the Citadel, which now explains why the route doesn't include the last judge. But anyway, Blue makes his way through the exhaust organ and finally faces off against the Phantom. The Phantom is a pretty quick boss, but even if some struggle, the boss has a really nice rhythm. And that's how Blue just takes out the Phantom pretty quickly and unlocks the ability, drumroll please, the parry! Even if the name is boring and doesn't sound exciting at all, it will be utilized in probably the hardest arena of this run. So after that quite surprising routing, we move on to the last area of this game, the... Immediately after mashing through the Lace dialogue, Blue moves on to the Dancers fight, at the top of the Citadel. The strategy here is to just focus one dancer and trying to kill one as fast as possible, as the other one's health will be really low after the death of the first dancer. So, the runner can just make a quick work of them, and after killing the dancers he quits out of the game to make a dialogue go faster. After getting the quest to get all the melodies, he jumps down into the corkwork to make his way to the first melody in an area hidden behind another easy enemy arena, which will be eliminated without a problem. After the arena, Blue makes himself a quick way through the sub-area to get to the first pick-upable nail upgrade item for the nail. Moving on from that, Blue goes back to the Stag Station and travels to Belhard to upgrade his nail for the final time in this run. Getting back to the Citadel, Blue makes his way to Trobio, the Drama Queen, to access the Underworks after defeating him. He makes his way through the Underworks to get the Zip Needle to finalize the movement ability. After defeating the little enemy arena with only taking 1 death, Blue makes his way back to pick up the first melody by acquiring the cylinder, which is needed to unlock it. After talking to this NPC, Blue acquires the first melody and now moves on to the worst arena in this game. You can access this arena by making your way through the left side of the Citadel and getting through the high halls, which has some precise cloaking to go through to get to this arena. When arriving to the arena, the enemy combinations you have to face are already tough, but then this boy shows up, the most tanky and annoying prick in this game. But here's the catch, even if you defeat this big boy, there's another 5 waves of enemies, and on the last one you have to fight 2 of this little Sorry. Well, I wasn't too happy fighting against them, but luckily Blue has the skill Parry, which all of a sudden sounds pretty cool. Even if these big guys do 2 marks of health each time they hit their lineup for their attacks, they're pretty easily telegraphed, which makes parrying just the more useful. After defeating this arena, on his first try, damn, that boy's good. He moves on to get the second melody, and to get the last melody is so trivial that I'm just showing the puzzle, as the movement section isn't really too interesting to look at. Even getting the melody is kinda boring, as you have to solve a spinning puzzle. After that you just get it for free, but now we get to the good part. After getting the full melody, Blue fights Lace a second time, after riding the elevator all the way up the Citadel. For this fight, I just think this fight is one of the most dynamic and fun fights once you get it. Anyways, Blue just tries to stay aggressive and not to get hit. Something I think is really neat is that he still uses his parry to kinda save himself from damage, or actually to hit Lace. But even if Lace is a difficult fight, she falls to our experienced runner, and now we move on to the finale, after acquiring the second Silk Heart. For this, there is not much to say. Just try to beat the Silk Mother as fast as possible without dying, and now I'm just gonna let Blue's reaction play out as he gets the former world record, and I've been notified that he actually got the world record again. Congratulations, Blue, you did a great job, and I hope you keep running this game and make some great content. Much love.
I'd rather heal than die. Genius speedrunner learns to not die to bosses. It's a slow grandmother Silk, chat. But I'd rather play slow than die. Oh, that's pretty nifty. Good stagger. This is it. Oh. Okay, I just air stall. Dude, the parry is sick air stall, actually. Oh, let's go! Let's go! World record! World record! Oh my god, we beat it by a lot! That's like a 3-minute world record. Let's go! Yes! Yes! First sub 120! Woo! 117.05! Yes, dude! Yes! Woo! Oh, let's go, man! Let's go.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, consider subscribing, it helps out a lot, and don't forget to check out Blue's channel and Twitch, as he will keep speedrunning Silksong and making out crazy new strats. This was the first time I ever made a video like this, so if you have any feedback, please comment down below. I'm glad to improve, and if you guys want to see more of this, just tell me in the comments or tell me what topic I should cover next. Peace, and have a good evening, everyone.